What's going on, everyone? Remember when Dylan Brooks said this? I wouldn't mind playing LeBron in a 7-game series. The legacy is there. First time back in the playoffs. Knock him out right away in the first round. It'll test us good. They got good pieces, good players, and that'll be good first round matchup for us. This is what Dylan Brooks said. Again, never poke the bear. You don't think LeBron James is going to remember this, but you got your wish, so we will see how it goes. But one thing that I really want to touch on before I really dive into the ins and outs of this matchup, I want to get this hit on early on in the video so everybody sees it, because I know not everyone watches till the end of the video. But the first game, don't freak out if the Lakers lose the first game. It is probably more likely than not that they will lose the first game because it's a LeBron James-led team, and LeBron loves to lose the first game as a fill-it-out game. LeBron, after losing game 1, is 12-9 all-time. Now, 9 of those are against, like, the Warriors in those matchups. So LeBron is basically unbeatable either way. But especially in the first round, he's only lost one first-round matchup ever, and that was against the Suns. But Anthony Davis got hurt, and LeBron James was on, like, one leg. He was, like, 30% in that series. So that's something to keep in mind. But, again, after LeBron loses game 1, they are 12-9, or LeBron is 12-9, teams led by him. And then after winning game 1 is 27-2. 27-2 all time. And the 2 losses or those blemishes in the Celtics series where people think he gave up, and then the other series against the Dallas Mavericks. So essentially, LeBron James is, if he wins game 1, he's basically unbeatable. So that's something to keep an eye out for. I would love for the Lakers to win game 1. I would love for them to establish, build that confidence early on, and really kind of just run away from it from there. The Memphis Grizzlies are a terrible road team. They are really good at home. They're like 34-6 at home or something like that, or 37-6 at home. So they are really good at home. But on the road, they are terrible. So if we can steal a game on the road in Memphis, we probably win that series in like 5 or 6 minimum. So it's just something to keep in mind. But again, do not freak out if the Lakers lose game 1, because it's probably going to happen. But here's the schedule of the game. So you see Sunday, we play the Memphis Grizzlies, and then we don't play again till Wednesday. That is, again, another really good thing, because the Lakers just got 4 days rest. Not only did they get 4 days rest, but they're going to get 3 days rest and then play game 2. Not just that, but then they don't play again till Saturday. And so the Lakers are going to be well rested throughout this playoff series. So this again, very huge, very important, very significant. But the way it's going to go is Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So within a week, we will have our answer of who is going to win the series. And I'm pumped. I'm excited. First playoff series in, 2 years? The 2021 series didn't go the way that we would have. I still believe the Lakers win back-to-back championships if Anthony Davis doesn't get hurt. We definitely beat the Suns. We were up 2-1. They had no answer. The Lakers are still undefeated in a series. I mean, they've lost games, but not a full series. They're still undefeated in the series when LeBron James and Anthony Davis play together, and they are healthy. So that's something to keep in mind. You heard Draymond Green talk about that against the Warriors last year, and the Warriors won the NBA championship. So I'm putting that into existence now. But this game is very simple. Basically boils down to containing Ja Morant and Triple J. The Lakers have the 2 best players in this matchup, hands down, and LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Ja Morant is the 3rd best player. But the way that the Memphis Grizzlies are going to win this series is if Ja Morant is the best player in this series. And he should not be. LeBron James is still LeBron James. Anthony Davis is still Anthony Davis. Those 2 guys should always be the best player. So as long as one of them, at least every game, basically neutralizes Ja Morant's impact on the game, then you're fine, right? So like if LeBron gets 30 and Ja gets 30, cool. You basically balance that out. And then it's going to boil down to that matchup of Triple J just outperforming Triple J. Triple J is great. Jaren Jackson Jr., for those that don't know who Triple J is, because I've said Triple J numerous times, and people are like, who's Triple J? Jaren Jackson Jr., for those that don't know. He, an incredible talent, arguably the defensive player of the year this year, but he loves to get in foul trouble. He is leading the league in fouls. So he's a guy that we need to attack and go after regularly. Dennis Schroeder, Anthony Davis, Rui Hachimura, LeBron James, Austin Reeves, all of these guys need to pinpoint, target, and get Triple J out, because the Memphis Grizzlies are night and day a different team with and without Triple J. So you can absolutely win this series, and you can win this series handily. There are a lot of experts, quote unquote, that are picking the Memphis Grizzlies to win this series. I just don't see it. Unless Anthony Davis or LeBron James get hurt, knock on wood, I don't see how Memphis wins this series. The Lakers have the two best players in this matchup. Not only do they have the two best players in this matchup, I believe that they have a deeper, better overall team and roster, and they have more size. Outside of Triple J, Steven Adams and Brandon Clark not being in this game are going to be crucial for the Memphis Grizzlies, because that means most likely Tillman is going to be playing the 5 a lot when Triple J is out or gets in foul trouble, which means that means we have several guys that can match up. Rui Hachimura, you could play at the center position. LeBron James, you could play at the center position. LeBron James is going to be matching up against Tillman regardless. So now you could play LeBron James and 4 out and just dominate these guys. You got to contain them and keep them out of transition. They're the number 1 team in the league in transition. They love to get out. They love to run. They love to create turnovers. They are a top 8 defense. We have to be good. This is a good defensive team. We are a better defensive team. We have all the tools to get this done. Not just that, but Dillon Brooks and Xavier Tillman are not guys that are going to kill us, right? They might have a game. Dillon Brooks has had moments in games where they can light it up. If you can slow down, because you're never going to stop Triple J, you're never going to stop Ja Morant, especially. If you can slow those guys down and make a Dillon Brooks or Tillman have to play big, you're winning that series probably in 5. Dillon Brooks might have a game where he just, for whatever reason, shoots 6 or 7. It happens. Or Tillman just all of a sudden. But look, Brooks is a good defender. I'll give him that. He runs his mouth a lot, but he's a very good defender. He's not stopping LeBron James. Dillon Brooks is going to be guarding LeBron James. He loves to foul. Dillon Brooks is not a problem. Tillman is not a good defender. So whoever Tillman is guarding needs to go at him. I really think Rui Hachimura is going to be massive in this series, because I think you can make an argument he should be the backup center if they run Tillman at the 5, which I don't know who else they're going to run at the 5 if it's not Tillman. So Tillman very likely plays the 5 a lot. And if that's the case, and you're the Lakers, when Anthony Davis isn't in, I'm putting Rui at the 5. You telling Rui, you have the green light, you go at Tillman. Tillman cannot stop Rui Hachimura. Rui Hachimura could probably get 30 a game if Tillman is guarding him. No joke. That is a favorable matchup that you need to capitalize. But we need to identify those matchups and take advantage. The Lakers have all of the tools and all of the intangibles to win this series handily. This should be an easy series for the Lakers, at least on the surface. Don't get me wrong. Again, Memphis is really good at home. They are good defense. They have a pretty solid offense. Problem is here's the thing. There is going to be, again, a huge foul disparity. You hear all the people that are casuals and all the people that are clueless and don't understand the game of basketball. All of them, what is always their excuse? The refs want the Lakers to win this series. The refs want the Lakers to make the playoffs because, look at all the fouls. You're clueless. You have no idea what you're talking about. The Lakers are the top team in the league in defending without fouling, and they are 26th in 3-point attempts. Okay, that's why there's the disparity, and they still don't have as large of a disparity. Based on the numbers, the Lakers should be far and away, the disparity should be almost double. And the Lakers don't even have the largest disparity ever. And even the average, they don't have the difference. So the people that are sitting there talking, and you're going to hear it, because the Lakers are going to get to the foul line a lot. They are probably going to shoot 10 more free throws a game than the Memphis Grizzlies. Why? Because Memphis, outside of Ja Morant, likes to take jump shots and likes to shoot outside. Dillon Brooks, Desmond Baines, Xavier Tillman, Luke Kennard, all these guys are going to take 30 jump shots a game, and the only person that's going to be taking free throws is Ja Morant, where the Lakers are 26th in three-point attempts. People always talk about why do the Lakers get so many free throws and blah, 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 because the Lakers live and die in the interior rather than the three. They are top in the league at being interior, at scoring in the paint, and they are also top in the league at defending without fouling. That's why there's the disparity. And guess what? There's going to be a huge disparity in this matchup. Lakers have to hit free throws. Have to. Anthony Davis needs to get over whatever free throw bug he's had over the last few months. He needs to get over that. We need to attack, be aggressive. This team, Memphis, loves to foul. They love to foul, especially Triple J. Lakers need to be aggressive, dominate early, get Anthony Davis going, play some solid defense. You're going to put Ja Morant on, you're going to put Jared Vanderbilt on Ja Morant early on, and Dennis Schroeder and Vanderbilt should be the two main guys that are going to guard Ja night in and night out. But it's a 7-game series. So I expect the Lakers to just keep hammering multiple guys on Ja Morant. If I'm the Lakers and I'm the head coach, if I'm Darvin Ham, I am putting, of course, Vanderbilt on Ja. I am putting Schroeder on Ja. But I'm also substituting Shaq in probably, couple minutes, 5 minutes a game, every game. And I'm telling Shaq, you're going in there. You are going to play as hard and physical of defense as you possibly can. I need 3 hard fouls from you, and I mean serious fouls. Again, you don't want to hurt somebody. I'm talking about, good quality hard fouls. I'm not talking about sweep the guy's legs or anything like that. I'm talking about playoff level fouls. I need 3 playoff level fouls from you a game. I need you to hit him and hit him good, and that's your job. That's your job this series. Defend Ja Morant very physically, very hard, and if he blows by, I need hard, aggressive fouls. You're going to get 5 minutes a game, and that's what you're going to do. I'm telling Austin Reeves, if you're on Ja Morant and he blows by you, I need you to foul him hard. If he wants 40 points, get your 40 points at the free throw line. But you know what's going to happen? You're going to wear him down over a 7-game series with all the hard fouls, him hitting the deck. He loves to fall on the floor. And what happens to guys that like to fall on the floor? They get worn down because the floor is a lot stronger than you are. You lose your breath. You run the risk of injury. You run a lot of things. Ja Morant lives on the floor in the regular season. Put his ass on the floor during the postseason. Every time that there's a foul, he should be on his ass on the floor and just laying there for a good minute. Again, I'm not talking about hurting him, trying to take his legs out. I'm not talking about punching him in the face or anything crazy. I'm talking about real NBA level playoff fouls. You give him those fouls. I'm not even talking about, bad boy Pistons against Jordan type fouls. I'm talking about legitimate fouls. Give him a hard foul. If you've played basketball, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Hard fouls. Give him a hard foul. You need to wear Ja Morant out. You wear Ja Morant out and you basically neutralize him, you're winning this game in 4. So that's how I would approach this. Again, you got to play defense. Anthony Davis needs to be the best, most dominant player on this team. And I don't necessarily mean he has to score 40 a night. A lot of people judge Anthony Davis by the points that he has. I don't care about that. I'm not saying he needs 10 points a game. No, he needs to be more. But Memphis's plan is going to be to trap and double team Anthony Davis in the post. They are going to collapse and try to hammer him on numerous occasions. Every time he touches the ball, he's probably going to be looking at a double or triple team. We need to be able to make those adjustments. We need to be able to knock down shots, because the way you break down that double team is D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, Austin Reeves, LeBron James. All of these guys absolutely kill him. If you watch the game, the Sixers game, right? What happened in that game? They did everything to make everybody else beat them except for Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid had a pedestrian game considering, who Joel Embiid is. And the Sixers won by like 20, right? Why? Because James Harden basically was able to get wide open threes. Guys were able to get wide open threes, and they were just letting it rain. We're going to get the exact same thing. Memphis is going to guard Anthony Davis exactly how we just saw the Brooklyn Nets guard Joel Embiid. And so Anthony Davis, he's a willing passer out of that double team. He loves to pass out of that double team. Guys need to hit shots. If guys are hitting shots, then you're going to make them pay, and then that's going to free up Anthony Davis, which will allow Anthony Davis to go to work. Not just that, Anthony Davis needs to be more aggressive and quick with his decision-making. The way you stop a double team is you react before the double team can come. Anthony Davis needs to be quick and decisive with his decisions. When he gets the ball on the block, immediately go to work. Do not wait for that double team to come. You need to be quick, decisive, get to the basket, get aggressive, be physical, especially if Triple J is guarding you. If Triple J is guarding you, which I don't see anybody else on him, if they put Tillman on Anthony Davis better be getting 40 a night. If they're putting Tillman on him, you abuse him. That guy's 6'8", can't defend. He couldn't defend me. Okay? If you're Anthony Davis, that's a dominant matchup. Triple J's probably guarding Anthony Davis. My only thinking is they may put Triple J on somebody else just to allow, just to keep him from getting into foul trouble. I could definitely see that happening. If that's the case, Anthony Davis, you need to be physical. You need to be quick. You need to be decisive. Go make a play. Go drop 30 a night if Tillman or anybody else is guarding you. Last sort of points is you're probably going to see Triple J. They're going to want to get Anthony Davis out of the paint. Just like I said in the Memphis game, which you saw Darvin Ham make that adjustment. Good job, Darvin Ham. I'm glad he listens and watches my videos. But no, on a serious note, Triple J is probably going to try to draw Anthony Davis out of the paint. So that way Ja Morant get to the hoop. You need to keep Anthony Davis in the spy position. Now, I'm okay with allowing Triple J, if he wants to take 10 threes a game, go ahead, take those threes. He's not the shooter that Karl Anthony Towns is, but he can still knock them down, right? But the idea that Memphis is probably going to do is try to get Anthony Davis out of the paint. No, you leave Anthony Davis in that scout position, in that spy spot, and you allow him to basically patrol. You funnel Ja right into Anthony Davis, and you let Anthony Davis handle it up and clean it up, right? That's how you're going to perform it. Now, if Triple J is starting to kill us, that's where Rui is going to be big. I think Rui Hachimura is going to be the unsung hero of this series, and he might not, he might get 6 points a game. I think Rui Hachimura is going to be the biggest factor in this game because they don't have anybody that can guard him. He has proven that he can defend bigger, stronger players. Tillman, Triple J, right? We saw what Rui was able to do on Karl Anthony Towns. Completely lock him down. I expect Rui to do the same thing to Triple J. Not just that, but on top of that, you make that adjustment. If they're trying to draw Anthony Davis out of the paint, you put Rui in that game immediately. And you have Rui immediately go and guard Triple J. You're going to guard him on the perimeter. You're going to keep him locked down, and you're going to do your job. And I'm telling you, the Lakers will win this game in 5 or 6. Personally, I have the Lakers winning in 6. I think the Lakers have everything laid out to win this game. If they're healthy, they win this series. They absolutely win this series. I do not think it is basically going to take Ja Morant being the best player night in and night out. It is going to take Triple J being a Anthony Davis level player. And it's going to take a Luke Kennard, a Brooks, a Tillman, somebody like that, a Baines, to basically be Steph Curry. It's going to take somebody just being absolutely dominant. Memphis will probably have a game where they shoot the lights out and they just kill us. We'll probably have a game that the Lakers just don't show up and play poorly. That's why I think the Lakers win in 6. I think if the Lakers even play half decent, just half good, they just play half of their game, the Lakers win this handily in 6. I really do. I wouldn't be surprised if they win in 5, especially if they win that first game. But I'm going with 6. Anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think the Lakers win? How many games? Do you like my analysis and breakdown? Do you agree with it? Do you have some other points you'd like to add that maybe I missed, maybe I left out? Love to hear it. Let me know down in the comments.